We're back with our women's only extreme difficulty series here, season 3. And you see right now, Raw, we are on top of them all. We have first place, 3.652 million fans. We're 11,000 ahead of William Regal in NXT, who's come roaring back last episode. Stephanie McMahon has fallen down to third place. Every GM has 6 trophies except for Stephanie McMahon and SmackDown. And as we head to today's episode, here you see some of the challenges we're trying to accomplish, I should say. Karen Compactor, she wants a specialty match. It's no holds barred this week. And Toni Storm wants to partner up with Karen Compactor this week. So that's a conflict of interest right there. Also, fighters, superstars will triple the cost of charity spots, but double the fan gain from charity spots. We need to bear that in mind as well. As we get going into this one today for Summer Slam, as always, I want to thank our channel members, patrons, so much for your generosity and your support here on the channel. Again, becoming a channel member gives you early access to our videos, typically about a day before they release for the public, sometimes more. And of course, you'll get member shout outs like you see here today, and priority chat as well. So let's get this thing going. Let's look at power up cards. Stark matchups, not bad. The godlike one I need to keep always checking on. I'm gonna always check because we just need to see. I mean, there's none available still. That is problematic. So again, we have that one godlike card we can still use to sign an immortal for free. The problem is, well, there's none we can get. So that's pretty unfortunate for us. We have a homecoming card as well, which we could sign a person basically permanently for the brand, which is awesome. And we have a royalty card, which we could immediately grant a superstar 25 popularity. We're gonna go ahead and actually push that now, and we're gonna go with, I think, Alexa Bliss, who's down here. We're gonna give her the 25. She bumps her up to our 3rd most popular star now. That's big. All right, so here's what we need to do. Karen Compactor needed a match, but Toni Storm wanted to have a tag team match, right? With her partner with Karen Compactor. So let's look at this. Let's go Toni, Karen. It's not the best match now. Can they do a no holds barred? Nope. Okay, well, who can they challenge then if we do this? Who are our women's champions? These two. Okay, so we could do this. We go you two. No tag titles, but we can run that. A mid-card match probably would work well for that. And then let's get Mercedes Moné getting started in a feud. She's a specialist face. She needs a heel. Who's our women's champion? It's Lola Vice. Then so all our champs are faces pretty much right now. So this is interesting to say the least. Let's get you going in a feud with Sensational Sherry. Y'all just did that. Okay, so we can do you and Indy Hartwell. That could be a fun one potentially. We'll let that open the show. And then let's get, how's y'all stamina too? Stamina is pretty good. That will be okay for at least right now. You and China title match main event. Becky needs a new feud. Becky and Sherry would probably be a pretty solid one, but I am more akin to leaning towards yeah, that I think will work actually. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have Becky call out Sensational Sherry, and then we're gonna get Lola Vice needs a feud too. She needs a heel, so we're gonna have to find another person. So because Bailey's trying to feud still with Brittany Battleship. And then I have Trish on an injury for 8 weeks, which, do we have any injury rehab cards? I think we do. Yeah, we do have one. Which gets Trish 3 weeks out. It's 5 weeks now for her. And that's all I have. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit Lola Vice with this, get her to 49 stamina. And I think what we're going to do now, since Trish is out, that pretty much kills our tag team feud for this month. So what we're going to do instead is get something going for a call out. We can do something with Trish and, well, not Trish, but let's see, we can get something with Lola Vice and Blair Davenport. That could work. So we'll have Blair call out Lola. Where's Lola? right here. We'll see if that does anything for us. And then I do need more depth on the roster. So who do I have that's... She's a face. Okay, so I need a heel. I'm just going to search women. See what we can find. Andrea Cannons. You got Sammy George. Sassy Molassie. Let's get Sassy Molassie in here. 10-week contract. And I can get her on the books with Hail Mary immediately. And it's going to suck. It's not going to be very good. And then fighters, if I have any fighters that we can, it doubles or triples the cost, but we get double the benefit. So is there any fighters here I can do this with? Let's go here. Female. Any fighters. Penelope Perfect. 5 weeks. You got Robin Reaper. Another one. 5 weeks. I'm curious. I want to check this out. So charity, I do a fighter. It jumps to $45,000 cost. That's crazy talk. So here's what we're going to do instead. We're just going to put y'all triple threat. Have some fun. Whatever. And then we'll do a self promo for Robin Reaper. See if we can get anything there. All right. Well, again, should be a decent card. $8,500 is show cost. We're not doing any specialty matches whatsoever. Mercedes Mone taking on Indy Hartwell. She wins it. Mercedes Mone with the win. 3.5-star opening match starts a feud. That's really solid. Level 1 feud there between Becky and Sensational Sherry. Bayley Brittany battleship continuing on. Bayley wins it. Grows the feud to level 3. Not a very good match, however. Nothing there for a call out with Lola Vice and Blair Davenport. Women's tag team matchup, champions win that one. 2.5-star match. Again, wasn't expecting it to be crazy. 3 popularity gain from Robin Reaper. Triple threat now. 1.5-star match probably on this, if I had to guess. One, well, just a 1. And then your women's IC championship match. China retains against Alexa Bliss in a 4-star level 3 rivalry. So very, very solid, but not great. We'll see how we compare to the brands we're really worried about, which is NXT and SmackDown. And let's see. They're going to get the amazing booking. Everybody, man. So our competition wins the week. That means we may lose our spot in first place, unfortunately. Michelle McCool, though, 5-week injury in that main event. That's unfortunate for them. So, hey, man, Ultimate Warrior, 8-week injury for WCW. Karen Compactor, Tony Storm are a good tag team. We lost 7,800 fans. Oh, NXT gains 5,100, 1,600, 4,500. So we had a terrible week. We get it to the moon card, but I think we're now second place. We are. NXT's taking it over. We had that 11,000 fan lead. Now that's all gone. Poof, out of here. And now, gosh, I'm sorry. You can be upset about it, but it is what it is. I'm trying to make Tony more happy than you, Karen Compactor. All right, so eventually we're going to save up money to get these. I'm going to save some money right now in the time being. I'm going to buy these injury rehab cards now. And we're going to put them on Trish. So she's now 2 weeks out. 1 week out. Okay, perfect. Again, I want to check to see if there's any immortal men or women available. None. That sucks, man. That sucks. Bad publicity, to the moon. Let's do the to the moon, and we'll put that on. What's this say? Can only be used in superstars with less than 60 popularity or less. 15 plus popularity to a superstar after their next match. So Tony Storm. Actually, we're going to do this with Bayley. Bayley will go from 57 to plus 15 after her next match. That's critical. Bad publicity. I'm going to save. Actually, no, I'm going to do that right now. I'm going to steal 2% of NXT's fans. And then we promised Mercedes Mone a shot at the Women's World Championship. When can we do that? So we got you and we can do a triple threat, perhaps. Or, you know, we can do the Fatal 4. So Mercedes Mone, Indy Hartwell, Lola Vice, and then I was trying to get Lola Vice feuding with who? Was it Trying to remember who I was having her feud with. Maybe Tony Storm? Nope, it's not Tony. Shoot, who? It was Blair Davenport. That's right. So we'll do that here. You know what? Screw it. Let's just not have her in a title. Let's just do triple threat and see what happens. Because that tag team feud's about to get started up again here soon. So we're going to have that open. Becky and you can have a match soon, but I'm going to do call outs first for both of you. Get that feud growing a little bit more. Our mid card, we're going to go Bailey and Brittany Battleship. We're going to make this a TLC match just to see if we can push it. And then let's get, you Hail Mary in a match. And then Penelope Perfect. Let's go Nikita, Penelope Perfect in a match. And then Charity. Could go Lyra, Valkyria, 45,000. I'm going to try it for one, just one for her. And then Tony can do another. So we have the cost of the show is $90,000. We're going to see how that charity works because it's supposed to double the results we normally get at triple the cost, which isn't great, but I'm willing to test it. China retains still. Man, we didn't grow the feud though at all. That's unfortunate, but it's a good open 2-star feud, our level 2 feud. Sassy Molassie, Hail Mary, probably not great. We'll see what it does. 1 star, good lord. Okay, level 3, perfect. Let's see what the women's TLC does here. Bailey with the win. That's going to bump her popularity up, and it gets the feud to level 4, 3.5-star match. Very solid. 7,000 fan gain from that from Lyra. That's very solid. That may be worth the cost. Honestly, that's a big fan gain. Nikita gets the win there in this one. 1.5 stars. Does start a feud for the two if we choose to fall through with that. 3,000 fans gained from Tony. That's 10,000 fans gained just from promos. Triple threat championship match. Mercedes Monet takes the title. 4-star main event. Wow. So Lola Vice drops the title. And all normal matches, they have 1 title match. Okay. SmackDown, normal matches across the board, no titles up for grabs. But they have normal match with an interference, I guess. $2,000 cost. $18,000 Extreme Rules. Okay. $30,000 tornado tag. All right, let's just see. Do we win the week? Yes, we do. We get the amazing booking. We're the only brand that did so. And Bailey moves to 75 popularity with that win and the card that we used on her. That's massive. And that's going to help that rivalry push forward more too, I think. Good booking. Injury to Lash Legend, who's now at 77 popularity there. Man, they've turned her into a superstar. Waller got hurt. Okay, let's see it. See, you got 7,000 fans gained. That's it. That doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand that, because does that not include the charity work we just did? 7,000. Okay, minus 1,300, 6,400. Okay, so we win the week, but we're still not ahead of them. Where's the charity spot then? What's that do? Do we not gain fans from the actual show? Does that just, man, we must have had a really bad performance. So she's happy. Of course she is. Triple H, as Alexa and China got into a major locker room brawl. Bliss was the instigator. She injured China. She's suspended for 2 weeks. Bro, what? That's crazy. They're feuding with each other. And now I've got both of them out for, they won't be on the pay-per-view, which is really bad. That's my women's IC champion, man. You're doing that too. That sucks. All right, we're going to do the special effects cost. We're running out of money, but it is what it is. And now this is next week's the go home show. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to hit NXT with the This Is War. That's going to make 5 of their stars be vetoed. I'm going to hit SmackDown with 1 as well. Veto one of their champs. And then we're going to do the 2-bit arena on NXT. Drop them even further. Make them have a tier 1 arena, which is massive. Oh, we just got some points for something. That's nice. So not too bad. I still want to see if there's any women mortals. None. God, got it, man. We're gonna have that card we can't use all season. That's really unfortunate. All right, so we have no feuds we're looking at right now. Okay, so you and Indy Hartwell, we got to continue to grow that feud, but we do need to give Indy a week off here at least. We'll see if she can do a promo, get to level 4. You and Becky, y'all can have a match. Yeah, we can do that. We'll run that match there in the main event. Women's tag team, run that in the open. Bailey, man, this is tough here. I'm trying to decide where I want to go because we don't have a lot of superstars left. So Lola Vice, Tony Storm is already on the back burner. Can't do that right now. Lola Vice fighter. We really need to have somebody switch for us, so that's really unfortunate. Let's do this. Let's go with you and Sassy Malassi in a match that's gonna suck, but it is what it is. Then let's get you and Tony just in a match just because, and then you triple threat this thing, and Robin Reaper. Why not? Can we do some good charity here? We'll see what you can bring us. And that's all I'm going to do. This one may need to be... I'm just not wanting to spend that money. All right, let's do it. $51,000 show cost. Let's see if it's beneficial. Women's tag team titles up for grabs here in the open. And we have new tag team champions. Trish and Blair Davenport get the win. Grow the feud to level 4. It's a 3.5-star match, so no amazing booking for us. Level 3 feud there now. Excellent. We're going to get Sassy Malassi with the win, but a 1.5-star trash match. Indy Hartwell does nothing for the feud. Unfortunate. It's a waste of money. Bailey with the win over Tony Storm. It's a good 3-star match, just for filler. 5,000 fans gained from Brittany Battleship. That's solid. Triple threat here. Lola Vice with the win. 1.5-star match. Her and Karen Compactor begin a feud. And Becky versus Sensational Sherry. Sherry wins it in a 3.5 star. So again, we had a solid show, but it's not going to be amazing booking. NXT's looking like they're going to have it this week. Probably not next week. Pretty solid show there from SmackDown as well. So we're probably going to be about 3rd place this week if I had to guess. Yeah, that's not our best work, but it's okay. Good booking, good booking. Nobody got amazing booking, though. Jackson there got hurt. Good booking. All right, let's see it. Let's see the numbers here. We gained 2,500 fans. They gained 5,900. Shoot. 651 and 6,300. WCW has been doing a lot better lately. But we're still 2nd place. We're 7,000 fans behind William Regal and NXT, heading to the go home show. Stephanie McMahon's upset with it. She can deal. Karen Compactor made a fool of herself in public. God dang it, man. 2-week suspension for her and Robin Reaper. Okay, she wants to fight her. I guess we can make that work at some point. Okay, well, this is the go home show. To Extreme. Ooh, I can't get myself to spend the money right now. Can't get myself to spend the money. What's here? Nope. You're about to leave the brand. I don't really care if I fulfill that challenge or not. Okay, let's do this. You and Indy Hartwell championship match. You and Battleship Brittany. You and Becky. Yeah, the women's tag. Where are we gonna put y'all? I'm gonna save that for the pay-per-view. You and Alexa. Well, Alexa's out for 1 more week, so we can't do that, unfortunately. But we can at least get you to call that feud out and get something going for us there. So what we have, decent matches. This is gonna be better than that one. Submission. Let's just make it be a Extreme Rules. 1,000 fans for each week the person gets hurt. Why would I want that? That's stupid. Y'all just be a tables match, I guess. All right, let's see here. You two make this a triple threat. We'll add in Tony Storm. No. Blair Davenport. And then we'll go you, Karen, Compactor, who's out for another. We can't do her. You and Lyra? No. You, Penelope, perfect. Triple threat. We can add somebody else to the mix. That can be Nikita. Okay, we're just trying to scramble a little bit on some of these mid cards because we just don't have a lot we can do anything with. Trish, give me a charity spot. Tony, give me a charity spot. That's it. All right. Indy Hartwell may get hurt in that match. I do have a pre-match physio I can use. Do I not? No, I don't. Shoot. Well, I'll buy that just in case she gets hurt. But I gotta have you on the card. $87,000. Go home show. We need this to be a good week. We need a good week here to jump back in first. We're treading water. And it's Sherry with the win. 4.5 star. Perfect. Gets the feud. No, man. That call out wasted. China failed us. Sassy Molassie with the win in a terrible match, but it does grow rivalry a little bit. Trish gains us 9,000 fans with their charity spot. It costs $45,000, but I'm going to say that's worth it. Bailey wins this feud with Battleship Brittany. Tony's going to gain us 4,500 fans. Wow. Triple threat. Nikita Lyons with the win. 2 stars, level 2 feud. And your women's world championship matchup. Indy Hartwell, Mercedes Mone. And Indy Hartwell takes the title. 4.5 stars. Wow. Indy Hartwell, your new women's champion. I'd be honestly, I'm a little shocked by that result. Now, here's what NXT's bringing to the table. We gutted them. They still are able to have 3 title matches as a result. SmackDown, we took away one of their champions. They're still going to have probably a really good show. And WCW, well, they're no title matches. Why? But they have 1 title match in their mid card. All right, let's see it. Everybody's going to get amazing booking still. Man, I thought I gutted people. Didn't matter. Harley Race gets an 8-week injury. Cargill, 3-week injury there. Stacy Keebler's over there. So that's one of the legends for the women's brand. That's one. So who else is a women's legend? They had a good week. Okay. Well, everybody did solid. Let's see the numbers here. 49,000 fans. 46,000. Dadgummit, man. I used all that firepower on them and it barely did anything. 49,700 and 46,000. So everybody's really right on par with each other. And we're still 3,000 fans under William Regal heading to SummerSlam in week 10. So your contract's about to run out. Let's see this. You are not in a feud with anybody. I will not be renewing you. Sorry. Your contract's running out. Penelope Perfect. So you're in a feud with Nikita. Not sure how good of a feud that is. Bruiser Fighter. It's not terrible, but it is what it is. Okay. Becky's not feeling great. She would like 2 weeks off. Becky, you can afford that. Sure, get some rest. Bailey, you want to tag team up with Becky? Okay, I guess we could try that. Hopefully, you give me a couple more weeks. Let's see this. 3 weeks, perfect. So we have the time we can do that with. So we're heading to SummerSlam. We have a level up for Penelope Perfect. She can now do Iron Man matches. We'll say that. Okay. What's our men's match? It's going to be a steel cage match. Who do we have? Who did they give me? Nick Clipper. I need a steel cage specialist. That's what I need. So let's go look. Let's see if we can find somebody that's a men's steel cage specialist. Anybody? Let's do it one more time. Steel cage. No, one more. Let's just do this one. Please, somebody have a steel cage. Okay, wrong gender. All right, well, We do have Lexis King. Perfect. Okay, I see you, Alexis. Let's do this. So Lexis King will be in the men's tag team steel cage match. We're tagged up with who? Dadgummit. Of course we are. NXT. Women's Fatal 4. We need somebody with a Falls Count Anywhere specialty. Come on. Are you serious? Nobody? Well, that's a bit of a tricky pickle. I'm going to put China in it. Just because she's our best available superstar. And then this right here will be our women's tag team championship match. And then we'll do charity spot here for Alexa Bliss, who's back from her injury. All right. Extreme Rules. Why not? Save the other Extreme Rules. $33,000 show cost. We need to win these because, again, if we win these, we get the chill out card, where that basically means we can select a brand and a random superstar in that roster will be dropped to ring level 0. We've been hit by this too many times in the past. I need to win these cards for ourselves. Let's see if we can win this one here. Fatal 4. China gets it. There we go. We're 1 for 1. Liv Morgan got hurt. We win the first one. That's big. All right, so that's one card that won't be used against us. Tag champs retain and win the feud 4.5-star match. Alexa's going to gain us 4,000 fans in her charity spot. NXT title up for grabs here. Omos wins it, 4.5 stars. AJ Styles gains 2 popularity. U.S. title triple threat. Luke Gallows retains for SmackDown. Gets hurt in the process. 5-week injury for him. That's not good. Adrian Bucks can gain 2 popularity. Women's Tag Team Championship for WCW. And wow, 4-star match. I'm very confused. Hold on. That's WCW. Why do they have those tag team titles? Okay. It seems... Is that a bug? Are they supposed to have the WWE women's tag titles on that brand? I'm a little confused. That's a waste of money there for them. All right, here we go. Dragon Lee, Lexis King. Yes, we sweep the cards. Unfortunately, they do get a card as well, so they could use that on us, but we get 2. We got 2 of those cards total. We sweep across the board. We did a really, really good job. China's down to 22 stamina now as a result. Dadgum. 14, 25. Oh, man. All right, let's see the numbers here. 133,000 fans gained. Very, very good show. 103. All right. So we're 30,000 fans above NXT. 108 for SmackDown. 101 for WCW. So we win the week. We take back first place handily. And now we see if there's any trade offers. So Brittany Battleship for Isle of Dawn straight up with 101. No, that's so much money for that's stupid. No, not happening. WCW's got an offer. That's a no. Everybody's wanting Brittany Battleship all of a sudden. Bad Blood's coming up next episode. I got the best of the best, man. That's all I can say. Karen Compactor is such... That commissioner is such a loser. No way I deserve that suspension. Thankfully, I'm back where I belong. Miss me. You caused a lot of problems. You better fix your attitude. That's all I know. Lola Vice, she wants some time off. Can I get 2 weeks? No. That's going to drop her morale, but I need her. I need her there. So here we go. Our women and men's world champions gained 15 popularity. That's not bad for 5 shows. Superstars that are matched with a superstar at or above ring level 20 gained 5 popularity. How many do we have on that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 people that are ring level 20 or higher. That could be helpful. Or select superstar to give 20. I'm going to do this one. So superstars that are above ring level 25 or 20 will give everybody in matches with them extra XP. That's big. I'm going to buy this card as well. All right. So we have 2 chill out cards now to use to our disposal. What we want to do with that, we will see. But I feel like we're in a really good spot as a brand where we're closing in on getting our next season trophy. Again, self promos, we can get those. renewing contracts. That may happen here. Book 10 shows the perfect drama curves. We'll get that. So we're going to get some of these to get to that trophy. We're in a great spot. But as always, I want to thank you so much to everybody tuning in, channel members. Thank you so much for your generosity and your patronage, help supporting us here on the channel. But as always, I want to thank y'all from the bottom of our heart. God bless. And if I could pray for y'all in any way, comment for me down below. I'd love to do that for you guys. But until next time, have a blessed day, and we will see you back here. Season 3 as we gear up for Bad Blood as Raw in first place right now in our extreme difficulty women's only series.